we are live.
Hello, butterflies, and welcome to the Butterfly Transformation Station, where we
Welcome.
and talk about all things self-care that will make you feel better today.
Yes, and today we're going to talk about ending wig shaming. Now, I am a wig advocate, a very avid wig advocate, and it really saved me a lot. I have multiple sclerosis, and I hardly have any strength in this right hand. I can't hold brushes, just taking a shower. I'm sure my autoimmune sisters and brothers understand what it's like to get out of a shower and have to take a nap because you're so tired from taking a nap. In my shower chair, it wasn't like I was in there doing dance routines or anything. So when I found
our shower is like one of the main places that are traumatic for us as hair is coming out in the shower when you're brushing it as well.
Yes. I personally did not have hair loss. I just had the loss of the ability to do anything with my hair that I had always had, like shoulder length hair. I always took pride in my hair. I was like different color every 6 months or whatever, fun.
Yeah.
And as my autoimmune disease started taking over my body more and more and more and more, literally I was sitting here at home one day. My husband was at work and I was sitting here at home one day, I suppose feeling sorry for myself, which we all know how that goes. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. Okay, I have MS, but I'm fun. And I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I love people. Like, why am I isolating? I was letting my multiple sclerosis take my power of the core of who I was, if you will. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when my husband came home that day, I had shaved half of my head and left the other side long. I did it all myself.
Wow.
So it was kind of funny. And so that was my beginning of what is now this. And I am due for a haircut. I am sorely due. My husband buzz cuts it for me. We do like a 2 on top and a 1 on the sides. And it's so cute because he's so proud. He's got to do like the 1.5 so that it fades. And he's like looking at me in the bathroom going, "Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I got to do a little here." I had no idea he took so much pride in shaving my head, but he does. So, crazy, right?
He's an amazing husband.
Yeah. So, then I got into wearing wigs because I will go out in public, maybe not with it quite like this, but let me tell you, when it's shaved, I do feel more empowered by taking the power back from my MS. My MS has caused me to lose the ability to grip things, to comb. Like even with all the wigs I have, I can't use barrettes. I can barely squeeze this apart. So for me to put a clip in my hair, like if I had hair, is very hard for me because now I'm doing fine motor skills and I'm holding my arm above my head, which so many people take for granted. But for those of us with autoimmune disorders, we have to try to learn how to manage whatever it is we're dealing with, right? And make the best of it.
Yeah, and I love the way that you have figured out how to like just put sponges around your brushes to make them easier to grip. And I can only imagine how many other things that you have to share with us.
Yes. So, wigs, a wig, you ready for this one? A wig is like wearing a thong. Okay.
Oh boy.
We've all had those friends that, you know, I've worn wigs and worn thongs in my day. Okay, I used to love them, and my girlfriends would be like, "Oh, I don't know how you stand those things. They're so uncomfortable." No, it's the same thing with the wig. You have to get the right size for where you're putting it. Like, there's nothing worse than a thong that's too tight or too big, and then your fat roll, you know, my muffin top's coming over you. You put your thong to be all sexy, and then you got the muffin top rolling over the. No, you got to get, and it's the same way with wigs. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of thinking about women right now, because women have so much emphasis on their hair put on them, whether you realize it or not. Yeah. And I'm saying that to anybody that's watching, whether I know you realize it, but I mean, societal pressure is to have, you know, your hair, your identity. I mean, for you, if you were to shave your hair, if you were to shave your head and not have those long blonde locks, you're stripping yourself of something that is your signature of you.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we all create our own identity, and we have things that we hang on to that we kind of expect to see show up for us. And when we do things.
Yeah, and I think what hit me really hard one day, we were having a little fire pit party out here in the yard. And one of the guys, one of our friends, there might have been 20 people there, and he was like, "Yeah, but you know, your hair is your signature."
He said that for you?
Yeah, a man said, you know, not to me, but in general, we were talking, and he said, "You know, your hair is your signature, like of who you know." And I said, "Oh no, I don't want people to remember me by my hair. I want them to remember me by my heart, and by my smile, and by my positivity, and my strength, and my fight, and my courage, and my vulnerability, and my transparency, and my authenticity, and that I'm no better than anybody else in the world." But the last thing I want you to thinking about when you're standing around doing a celebration of life is, "Oh, but she had great hair."
Yeah.
You know, so, but that's the power as healthy women. That's the power we give it. We want to know how many women have Googled hairstyle trends for 2023 spring.
Right.
Or hairstyle trend. You know, we all fall into that. We want to have a trend. That's why not too many people wear like the Billy Ray Cyrus thing anymore. You know what I mean? It's not trending.
Yeah. Every week in Butterfly Transformation Station, not only will we be inviting guests to go through the transformation with us, Susan will be here teaching you how to trim wigs, how to hide the baby hairs, how to get the right fit, how to measure your head. I'll be showing you skincare and makeup, and we'll be talking about what 3 things would make you feel beautiful today. And for me, some color in my face would make me feel beautiful, perhaps like a lip color. And Susan's going to be showing you quite a few different wigs and how you can kind of make them work for you.
Yes, because getting into the wig world, go. My dog is in here. Go, Hercules. My support dog. Down.
Hercules, huh? What kind of dog is that?
That's an American Bulldog.
I love bullies. They're so cute.
No, he's not a bully. There's a difference. An American Bulldog is totally different than an American Staffordshire Terrier.
They're the ones that are bigger and more slobbery, right? With all the rings.
He's from the Mastiff family. He's from the Mastiff family, but
you'll have to share a picture with us.
I will. So back to what I was saying was, if you know, I have so many friends. I truly do know so many people that have lost their hair from gastric bypass surgery.
Interesting. I lost a lot of my hair from COVID.
COVID, and so many women didn't know it. And so until I started talking about it on my own page, and I started talking about it, and other women would be like, oh, really? I did too. Like they thought they were alone.
Yeah, I've had so many women coming into the makeup store throughout the last 2 years that have lost astronomical amounts of hair from COVID.
And yet, getting into the wig world, you know, going to your local little wig shop, they're either going to be very expensive or they're going to be not as personalized, perhaps, as what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And, you know, because I've been there. I went into that corner store. I 3 years ago, I started my journey, and I've bought wigs. I've messed up wigs. You know, I've done it. So I want to share and learn. I want everybody else to learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, and that's the reason that I found you throughout the globe. I love what you're doing to empower women to shape their wigs, how to find the right one, how to measure it, what are good quality wigs, what are poor quality wigs.
Right. I mean, I'm going to tell you, first of all, the very first fundamental ideal thing to do is to measure the circumference of your head. And that is right around the back and right up to the front. And if you don't have a tape measure like I do, you can put a string, a shoelace, whatever, and then lay it out on a yardstick. You know, don't let that hinder you. So my head is measuring at a 22 and a half.
You're so inventive, Susan. I love that so much, for you to be able to recommend things that you can do if you even don't have a measuring tape.
Right, because I had that hold me back for a while because I didn't have one. And it was a little hard to wrap my husband's metal one around my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the metal one doesn't work out very well, the big, long one. So you measure your head. And at 23 inches, I'm average to above average. And then when you add in my 4-finger forehead, how big is your forehead? See from my eyebrows up to my hairline, I have 4 fingers. That's a big forehead. See, you're only a 3 forehead. So
that's where they came up with the term a 5 head.
A what?
A 5 head instead of a 4 head. My daughter always talks about that because she feels she has a big forehead.
Right. And I got teased about that growing up. I got teased about having such a big forehead. It was like a billboard. I'm like, I should rent it out and like make money off of my forehead. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not. So what I want to show you today is I'm just going to put this beauty on. There's so many options. I'm not here to sell you a particular type of wig or color. I just wanted some to show you that it doesn't have to be scary and overwhelming. And members can private message me and I will answer any questions if you want to, because you'd be amazed. Some people don't like to comment on a wig live because they don't want people knowing that they're even interested in a wig.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, so when I look at myself like this, okay, and then I say, oh, you know what? Now I shave my head so I don't have to deal with too much under, which is okay for me.
Oh, I like that one.
Thank you. Yeah. This is a silver smoke, but it has a brown root to it. I'm getting confused looking in let me look in my regular mirror here. Tip it up here. Looking into the mirror camera is not okay. So
cool. I love the root on that one.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's really natural.
You know, and I basically just finger comb my wig styles. Very seldom do I use a brush. and these particular wigs, like if I just went and washed her and conditioned her, and hung her out to dry, all these curls would come back. It would be curly.
Do you have to use a special shampoo for that?
Well, it's kind of like everything you would know about. Just be smart, like no parabens, no sulfates. Like, you know, you don't want to just put a basic dollar store. I shop at the dollar store. Don't knock it. It's $1.25 now. By the way,
I want to know what shampoo you're using on these wigs, that they're not getting crazy, like thick, like dolly hair.
Oh no, it's just not. It's just it can be. This is how it's manufactured. So it's manufactured this way, and as long as I don't apply heat to it, if I wanted to straighten her right now with a straightener, and then I went and washed her and dried her, the curls would not snap back.
Oh,
but if I take water, I'm just gonna, and you know, you can just like crunch her up here.
So in the following weeks, we're going to be having guests join our show.
Yeah.
If you guys want to be a guest, we can transform together. We have all women and all walks of life wanting to join the show. We're going to be doing butterfly rash makeup hacks. We're going to help people tailor and cut wigs, to help measure their head and to figure out like which wig is right for you. So if you guys want to be a guest and just learn a couple tricks and just come on here and share your story, we'll kind of like help you transform. You can be on air with us transforming with different tips to share with other women.
And don't be afraid. Like I said, please don't be afraid to reach out to me for any questions about wigs at all, because
I like this one.
This is actually very cute, lightweight. It's got open wefting, but everything that you can do with this wig, and then I'm having to look, if I go,
I love it.
You can take the warmth from your hands, okay, and it will respond. Now this is what a good wig will do for you. And I just want to like calm her down here a little bit.
So do you have to do something to prep the hair if you don't have it shaved all the way down before you apply the wig?
Yes, please. Let's get to that. Because if you were to put on a wig, what I would recommend, you part it down the middle and then braid each side. So you have these like little Laura Ingalls braids or Pippi Longstocking, however. And then there are all sorts of caps that you can wear. This is an extra breathability cap that see how it's like the fish netting.
Do you order those on Amazon or do you order them through a certain place?
I can refer people to where to order them. I would have to look and see. This is like if you have there's a theory to caps if you have to wear a cap. If I put on a black wig, okay, the last thing I want to do is put on a blonde cap unless I want a prominent part to show.
Yeah.
So if I put a dark wig cap on, and see, I like this one because it has silicone. Do you see the silicone on it?
Oh, so it kind of like grips to the scalp.
Yes, because some people have a problem with it slipping backwards. Now, you would have taken your ponytails, your braided tails, crisscrossed them here in the back and put them up under the cap and just went like this. That's what you would do. And you would get the knot out of the back of your head, right here where your braids are, so that they're not all bunched up in the back. And then you've got that on. So,
wow, you were able to make that pretty smooth and matted down.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's people that wear only, like you might put your hair in a ponytail. if you have shoulder length hair. And then there are all different types of colors of velvet wig grips. Okay, I'm just going to show you a for instance. Let's see. So again, to the hairline, hook it in the back.
Wow.
Okay. So now what this is that as if I have a wig with a part in it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me show you this one. Full Intention. This is a darker one. Let me see. This is a beautiful sandalwood color. It's so again, there should be personalizing straps in the back. It should be open wefted so it's nice and cool for you in the summer. And if people don't feel comfortable, they just put it on over this cap. And if you see, hold on. Oh my gosh, it's awful. My eyes are so bad from my MS.
I love this one so much.
Now, do you see my part? I'm going to purposely pull it down here so you can see. It looks like I have a natural part.
It really does.
Okay. And if I've put it on correctly, that middle part should fall right where that netting, right where the lace was in my velvet cap. So you're not going to see the color of my velvet cap.
Wow.
See?
So we've really come a long way with wigs. Like we're not where we were in the 90s or the 2000s even.
Right. Now, because I have such short hair and my hair is actually long right now, like I said, for me, but that's what I choose to do. There's also a silicone band choice. Now, this is stretchy. Like you don't want to snap anybody with that.
Yeah.
But it has little nubbies on the top and each side. I don't recommend this for anybody who is migraine prone, because you put it on.
It's putting a lot of pressure on the temples then.
Well, it's an elastic band. It's a silicone band. But some people joke and call it a facelift. See how it's like holding my...
Oh, I like that. That's pretty
then,
cool.
When I put my wig on, if I feel, and I never fear, I've never lost a wig. I've never had it come off my head when I'm out and about. So then again, just like the velvet wig grip, get your ear tabs in front of your ears and shush that on there. And that baby is on there. Look. Can you see?
Wow.
Even if somebody comes up behind you.
Somebody better not come up behind
anybody you. Yank my wig that hard, they gonna be met with something else when I turn around. But
right,
but that is just a few things that I know that I want to share with people. That, for instance, this silicone grip. This is in what is called like a transparent or a nude color.
Yeah.
Now remember, I said I had like a 23-inch head, 22 and a half, 23. So I'm not average, I'm large. This is the one time when you love to be average. Anywhere from like a 21 to a 22, you're good as gold. That's an awesome circumference to have. But I found through trial and error, the lighter the substrate, like this is transparent, the more giving and forgiving it is. When I had ones, because they come in like this color, they come in this color, to match the velvet wig grips. They want to give you a choice.
Oh.
But this silicone wig grip in a darker color made it tighter and not as giving on my head. And I'm sure that's a scientific manufacturer reason for the substrate of the color being put into the silicone. I don't know, but the most forgiving one that is the transparent one. And, you know, I'm sorry, I'm looking up to see if there was anything else I wanted to show you. But, you know, there's got to be glued. I have lace front wigs that you get, and then you cut the lace. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
when you get them home, you have to cut the lace. Okay, what I'm showing you right now falls under what the world is now calling luxury wigs, which doesn't mean a $500 wig. It means
what is the average cost of a good human hair wig? I mean,
well, it's not human hair. None of this is human hair. Beltress came out with a let me see, a proprietary blend of fibers that feel like real human hair.
Oh.
Now, as I use, because everybody, you know, everybody's always the rage about human hair, right? Human hair. Here's
but
the
it
thing
also
about
gets damaged. It also like can't handle heat, and
these are heat friendly. Right, these are heat friendly. I'm going to show you this beauty right here.
Oh, that's pretty. Wavy.
I mean, I've got shorties. I've got short Billy Idol ones too. Let me show you. So this one, for instance.
Oh, okay, Jennifer Aniston, come through.
Jennifer Aniston, what? Okay, so this is, like, this particular wig is discontinued with Beltress. They are discontinued, but this is a brown sugar sweet cream. That's what they call it. And it's a full monofilament, so I can part her wherever I want, because if I wanted to do a bump back here.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. Now look, I'm going to give you a close up.
Wow, I love all the dimension and the colors and that.
Yes. And I didn't have to glue it down. It has tightening straps in the back. This wig, well, if you're savvy like myself, I know places where to buy wigs, shop wigs online at boutiques. But it's been a learning process, let me tell you. This one, Beltress, probably sells for, I'm just going to throw $350 out there.
Wow.
I paid, I think it was $150. Because I know.
And how long do these last, Susan, with an investment like that?
If you take care of them, the longer they are. The only thing is that, I mean, you brush your own hair every day, right?
Right.
So you just want to take care of them. You know, when you get knots, you know, you don't rake your brush. Like I said, this one, I probably will never run a brush through her. And then I have found, this is by Heritage, and it's argan oil. And if I want to just put a squirt in my hand, I'll just do this and rub it out.
Is it like an oil or is it like an oil jelly?
It's an oil. It's argan oil. So it's a moisturizing leave-in conditioner. And I'll run my fingers through her and just give her some, you know, give her a little loving. But if you take care of your wig, and most of us that have autoimmune diseases do not leave the house every day, right? I mean, most of us are not. I'm reaching out to the people that have a 9-to-5, that have to work 5 days a week. You take care of it. You're gonna have to wash it, depending on if it's a straight or a curly. I mean, I would be really disappointed if I didn't get like a year's worth out of one wig, if not more.
Does your husband have like a favorite wig that you wear? Does he have like his key favorite?
No, I am very lucky. And let me tell you the ribbing that I have taken from my local friends. they will be like, oh, we'll be out to karaoke, and they'll tell my husband, oh, you get to go home with a new woman every night or whatever. And I say, well, no, actually, I get home, and by the time he's let the dog out, I've taken my teeth out, my bra off, and my pajamas on, and my wig off. So I'm just the same old. He has no favorite. I'm very blessed that my husband, this has nothing to do with the way he looks at me. This has nothing to do with the way he loves me or wishes I looked. This is all about me. And taking my strength back. When, because I'll get compliments. They'll be like, oh, Susan, you look good in any wig. You look good in any color, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. And I appreciate that. But it's the confidence that it gives me.
Yeah.
Because I don't care whether it's a wig or not. Like, I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me. Because I want to wear it for me.
Do people ever make comments about that? They look so natural. I wouldn't think anyone would.
No, most people, no. But I love it when I'm like at a checkout or something. True story.
Yeah.
Checking out, this lady says, I love your hair. And I'm like, oh, it's a wig. And she's like, what? I've had that. I love getting that response. And I'll be out to karaoke and I have no problem going, yeah, see, it's a wig. And they just go, oh my goodness. And of course the conversation then opens up conversation, right? Yeah. And people, my friends or people that know me will tell me, Susan, you don't need to wear a wig. No, I don't need to wear a wig.
Yeah.
But I get more conversation with a wig than without. It opens the conversation up, and I want to end wig shaming. And that's my little old disabled personal passion that God has taken, my path that I've taken with my autoimmune. I rely heavily on my faith. But he has not taken away my voice.
No, he has not.
And, God willing, I can make it to this chair every Wednesday. God willing, I can make it to this chair every Wednesday and sit down. I mean, ladies, I'm a fall risk. I'm homebound and I haven't driven for 6 years. So when I say I might leave the house once or twice a week, maybe, I really mean once a week, maybe. Normally I just try to lay low and, maybe unload the dishwasher one day. Don't beat yourself up if that's all you can do that day.
Yeah.
If all you have the wherewithal to, put the clothes in the washer, it takes me about a week to do a load of laundry because I got to have one day to put them in the washer, one day to put them in the dryer, one day to fold them.
I mean, I've always done laundry like that.
Oh, no. Felicia. The ideal back in the day when I had 3 little kids and I was healthy, boom, 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 you just get this stuff done. And then as we all become with our autoimmune diseases, as we all become, and I'm going to use this term lightly, as we all become less than what we were used to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not less than.
Right.
But I'm not the same person my husband married 20 years ago. I'm not. But it sucks. I feel for anybody that's watching this, just know that I know it sucks. And everybody has it worse. And let me tell you what, on your crappiest day, I'll use that word instead of the other word. There are so many crappy days I've had where I think back to like maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When I thought I was having a crappy day.
Yeah.
And I wish I felt as crappy today as I thought I felt crappy 5 years ago.
Yeah, I understand. It's
kind of like the belly we all thought we had in high school. We thought we were like, we didn't have that hourglass shape. Myself, I've never been an hourglass. So you have that little gut in the front. Now I wish I had that gut I thought I had in high school today. Because now I got a butt in the front and a butt in the back.
You know what, one of the things that I talk about a lot is we look at a picture of ourselves throughout time, and it's never good enough for us like in the moment, but look at us in 5-10 years, the way that we hold this picture and we're like, look how I looked before. We never ever appreciate ourselves in the moment. We appreciate the old version of us always.
And that's where I would like to get
ourselves in the moment, you guys, because
my fellow autoimmune. The autoimmune warriors that fight every day to keep a hold of themselves and not let their disease take over. That's what I wish. I just wish you could be present in the moment. Like it's easier said than done. But
and I know that a lot of the people before us have always said, enjoy your beauty while you have it. However, we always will critique ourselves in the moment, and then we'll look back and we'll always be chasing the older version of us, yet never appreciating it in the moment. So we're really here to embrace today, and 3 things that'll make you feel beautiful today, and how can we help transform your mentality, the way that you feel about yourself. And that's what Butterfly Transformation Station is here for. We're here to give you tips, tricks, walk you through wigs, how to shape them, different things with makeup, skincare while you're going through the butterfly rash, how to cover up the butterfly rash.
Yep. Your mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, it all comes together in making you feel beautiful.
Yeah. And if you guys want to be a guest on the show, we are taking applications, sharing stories. We would love to help walk with you through getting a new wig, like finding the right one, finding the style that you identify with. So we are creations. We get to kind of create what we feel like and what we look like every day. So please reach out to us.
Right. Yeah. I agree. This is awesome.
All right, Susan. Well, you're a very inspiring woman, and I can't wait to see how many women we can help throughout the globe with makeup, skincare, butterfly rash makeup hacks, and resources as far as wig goes.
Yep, we're all stronger together. Remember that.
Do not hesitate to reach out, you guys, and let's transform together. Okay. Until next time, fly free.
Mwah. Mwah.